I know for me, as a person, Democrats, personally for me, they shut down the flow of the economy when it comes to funding. Republicans opens the gate, so I'm more inclined to always want to go towards the money side because, money is right or evil, but at the same time, you follow the money, right? So, yes,
they're corrupt.
A lot of them are following the money.
They're corrupt because of the money, so we have to follow the money.
We have to follow the money, right?
Yeah.
So, I think we all agree. They're following the money. Well, money talks.
I think, when it comes to political questions, it's a little more sensitive for a lot of folks, and people usually make their decision based on emotion. They feed you a whole bunch of information without you even double checking. You say, oh, this is right, this is wrong. I'm emotional, this and that. But at the end of the day, my parents have been in politics for more than 30, 40 years overseas, but politics overseas and politics here, literally the same thing, politics in politics. And one thing my father always told me is don't look at what's happening on the surface.
No, it's always the version.
Follow the money. That's where decisions are being made. So if you're actually following the money, you will have access to so much information.
That is true.
So much information. Even where again, Lord, I want to talk about this, but when you look at the BLM, Black Lives Matter, movement. Okay, do some research and look at who's funding all of that stuff. So just go back to it. And that would tell you what you need to know. So I think people need to stop making decisions off of just emotion and do research.
And loyalty. If your great-great-grandparent was a Democrat, you might just be by loyalty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ignorance are you.
What characteristics? What are they putting out there? It doesn't matter what they are. It should be logically.
Yes.
Who's going to do this, or I believe who's going to do this or that for my family.
I think that's a big part of it now. People are actually seeing what's benefiting them rather than what's benefiting the neighbor.
And that's the answer to that question. That's the answer to that question.
Yes. What's in it for me? What party is actually going to bring something for me rather than for the community or for the school so you follow the money and hey, people just think Trump can get away with anything, so they want to be on the same bus.
or the other guy might not make it. I'll say it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, think about this, right? There is a saying that before you can change the world, you got to change your household.
Oh, definitely.
So that's what people are like, how can I change? Who's going to help me change my household?
Yes.
If this person has shown me this, as, I don't know, he's been in politics for years and years and years, this person has shown me something different, who's going to help me get there first? Because again, you have to be selfish when it comes down to it.
So let me add this. I'm a little older than y'all, just a little bit. All right.
For people.
So I see, and I'm not negating everything. Everything both y'all said is correct. To me, from what I see, from my standpoint and my age, I don't see that either of those teams are two separate teams.
They're not.
They play different rule books for what they need to, but at the end of the day, we're not winning on either of those sides. You can do any research you want. We're not winning as people in this country like that. So the voting things to me and who you vote for and whatever, it's the two people we have to choose from. Let's be clear. One is, what's the word? Feeble? I'm not being funny. Help me. What's the word that y'all feel? Because I saw him talk. It's hard neurologically for him to speak properly.
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know. But I've been around. I've seen people in my family.
Alzheimer's.
I've seen people in my family go through that, and to me, it's a peep. I can't really talk. That's the person you know. So we're watching this guy. That's one of the guys we get to vote for.
He does have a stutter.
He has what?
He has a stutter.
He has a stutter. He stutters. He stutters.
I ain't even talking about the stutter. I'm talking about his. You can't mumble is not a stutter. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just using it in this sense. Our two choices as
president.
Americans, right?
Yeah.
It don't matter what color. Our two choices are a thief, or I'm not gonna call him a thief, what he's convicted of, right? Which is
Borderline misdemeanors. Borderline misdemeanors.
money laundering, whatever happened January 6th, I don't know what they call that.
It's so many.
Allegedly raping a female and getting impeached, right?
Mhm.
That's one choice. The other choice is someone that I truly don't know if you're gonna make it 4 years. Just by me being an older guy and seeing that.
Right.
It looks familiar to me that in 2 years, this guy might not be able to be making proper decisions for my future.
Even
My
even
future.
a tickle
And my daughter's future, right?
Right.
So these are my two choices. The game is already rigged. Those are my two choices?
It is, but I mean, I
The
think
game's rigged.
it is, but I think I would challenge you to go a little deeper. Yes, what you're saying about it, you know, both of them playing for the same team
In a way.
is right. Because again, they're just, you know, it's like a yin and a yang or something like that, but they're not so different. But I would say look more on the agenda side of it, right? So look on the agenda. One folks want to, you know, they want to push certain narrative, and other folks want to push a different kind of narrative, and that's what you see, right? From like when Democrats come up and Republicans or whatnot.
Well,
And
it's
that's what you see.
It's a balance.
Exactly. And also look at how America is perceived overseas as well too. I'm telling you.
Let me hear that.
I was overseas from when Trump got elected. I was overseas from 2017 to 2018, and I was going, you know,
What'd you feel?
to be honest, people actually feared America in a sense where they're like, oh man, this man is.
Fear's not a good way to rule.
I'm
not beefing with you. I'm just saying.
You know, again, it's like they have a certain level of like, you know, fear in the sense of ill respect because it wasn't this that happened in Spain.
I didn't get
when
that
I was
feeling. The feeling
again.
that
I'm talking from like when I was just in Europe.
what happened to America. And this actually kind of supports what Trump's campaign is making America great again. And that's exactly how the entire world also feels because America used to be a fair country where, okay, that is the land of opportunity, that is the country that is the leader. But a lot of countries don't feel like that anymore. As far as
What's the feel today from outside of this country? The exact feel, because I don't know it.
The joke, it's a joke.
Okay. I agree because it's a joke internally too.
But it's a joke to the rest of the world.
Okay, but I can tell you I would say 2017, 2018 when I was overseas, it was a different kind of feeling where like we could have gotten, we could have gotten in trouble, or we could have gotten something where like something happened, but the way that they looked at it, like, you know what, you guys are American, you don't really even want this issue, so you guys go ahead, and then I did the same thing because I was also in Europe, like, when I got elected. I had a couple things to do
Well,
in
my
Europe.
question is, what is it that they're feeling?
You know the United States got that overall.
Again, I don't know, I'm just saying, that's just
I'll say it, nobody gonna say it. Let me say it.
What is it that you're feeling?
I'm gonna say it
You're in the
carefully.
military, so you probably, okay.
Let me say it carefully. Savagery. Does that make sense? If I'm saying it carefully, I've been in the military 20 years, I served. Listen, when I say that, what I mean is we have a aura of we'll bomb you. Not saying we will every country, we will on a lot of them. You know what I'm saying?
The one thing I know is
We have an aura of that. And now when they have, who would you say was in office when they had that aura?
Trump or Biden?
Yeah, Trump.
Trump is unpredictable.
Definitely.
So then you got this country that everybody else is like, yo, they already unpredictable, and they got this dude leading them that's unpredictable.
Oh yeah.
We don't
It got scary. Even though it wasn't scary, kind of, it got scary for the world.
Because think about it, when this Ukraine and Russia happened, when Trump was up, it's in power.
I mean, of course, that.
I don't know. Again, it's we again. I'm just saying you can.
I'm over here I'm trying not to get in it. Oh, I'm trying not to get in it. It's the men's discussion.
Yeah, but you can't throw an opinion for God. Just on this. Just on this.
This is a political.
Yeah, we're trying to learn and teach people. Let's get. I want to hear you.
Okay, all right. I got one too. All right, so I'm trying not to, I'm gonna look this way, but I'm talking to y'all. So I was listening, and it's just interesting to hear from a male's perspective From my perspective, I look at it, and I am a banker, and following the money, that's exactly what I do. And so when you're looking at Trump administration, yeah, there was a lot more money, but to who? To who?
Speak.
And so, did I agree of what Biden did to help the economy with the pandemic? I do think that he flushed too much money in the economy, but it was to who, you know?
Yeah, businesses.
I'm not saying Biden is the greatest. I promise you I'm not. I promise you. Matter of fact, I used to be Democratic because that's how I grew up, but now I'm more independent now. So I'm not saying either one of them, but when I'm looking at it and when I hear about, men think more logically, but I can't help but to have a little bit more emotions when my freedom, my bodily my discretion of my body is taken away of what I can do. I can't help but to get emotion when Trump was in the office. There was definitely more racism toward black men, and I have 2 little boys. I'm emotional about that. I have PTSD about that, and I still do. I also am fearing about the whole project. Is it 2025? 25?
Yeah.
That agenda is outrageous, and Trump, like you
They're
said,
real with it,
is, and they're very real.
Yeah.
So
If y'all don't know, look it up.
it's very real, and I feel because Trump is unpredictable, I don't know what he would do with that project. I am still upset at Trump because of what he did to the Latino children and putting those children in cages. And so from a woman's perspective, thinking more emotional, I can't help but to feel more emotional. I could go on and on about it, but I can't help but to feel emotional because I'm an emotional person. And those things I know is a big no. Again, Biden is not perfect. It's not. But I would, for the lesser of the 2 evils, I know what Biden would not be able to do. That's speak and to also govern and if you think about it, I wasn't shocked about the debate. I know he can't speak. I know he's not running the country. It's his administrative station. I know that. I know what to get from Biden. I don't know. Biden, what I'm saying is Biden is more predictable than Trump.
No. I think Trump is more predictable.
I think Trump is not.
And then you also have to think too, why didn't, my best friend said, why didn't Russia do anything?
Yeah, in a way.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, because you're right. I mean, I'm just saying, first of all, your emotions are always, as a mother, is always valid. You don't have to define that and say,
That's true.
I'm emotional. You're a mother, you're a wife, and this is a political arena.
Yeah.
We need emotion because we're thinking linear as far as strategic. No, we need that. There's a balance in this universe, so bring that all the time.
Yeah.
I agree with what you said. Now I'm gonna let T say he doesn't, and I want to hear why you don't. Why?
I'm going to say that I don't agree to the
As far as-
fact that Biden is more predictable.
Why?
Trump plays his cards openly.
But it's unpredictable.
It's
Because no other politician's done the things how he's doing them.
unpredictable about Trump is you don't know what the result's going to be.
Yes.
It's the result is unpredictable. His action is predictable.
I'll give that to you.
Okay?
I can agree.
I can deal with that because I know how crazy you are. I know what you're going to do. I just don't know the outcome. I don't know what Biden is going to do. When it's time for you to really stand up and be a leader and defend, I don't know if people are like, let's just go ahead and talk. Nah, I don't know.
Yo, Kyle,
Biden kind of Biden's administration is ruthless.
I'm not, his administration is ruthless, but I just don't know.
Did we forget that Biden was actually one of the heads that actually wrote the 3-strike laws?
I remember that.
Yeah, that separated a lot of
Bring
black
that up.
families, and we should trying to forget
And
about
guess
it.
what else? Trump was the one who also prevented my mom from going into a hotel because she was black. So it's both sides.
So,
they're the same team.
It's the same
It's
team.
different. That's what I think.
Exactly. The same team.
But there have to be a balance in the system. So you gotta have to.
There's supposed to be a balance in the system.
correct.
Facts.
But there is.
And
If there was a true balance,
That's
we
true.
would have the independence. Yo, if there was true balance, why are these two the only dudes speaking in a debate?
Right.
Let me hear the other ones so I can push them aside.
Yeah.
You gave me these two.
Yeah, it's
Y'all know the
supposed to
story
be
of,
that.
I'm not gonna go deep with this, but y'all know the story of Barabbas?
Barabbas. Mm-mm.
Pontius Pilate in the Bible. I just got hit this
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Yes.
Pontius Pilate had Jesus in front of him, and he said, "If the people let you free, I'll let you go."
Mhm.
He said, "But I'm going to put you up against someone tomorrow." When the day came, Barabbas came out. He said, "This is a raper and a killer of people.
Yeah.
This is who they say, he never said it, is the Son of God."
Mhm.
You know who they chose?
Of course.
Barabbas.
Of course.
This is where we are today.
Yeah.
The stories repeat.
What?
There's nothing new under the sun. It's
It's
happening.
happening again.
The book was supposed to show us what not to allow to happen, and we keep repeating and repeating.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
All of us.
Because I feel like the world always runs in like a circle.
It is.
Whatever happened today already happened.
Yeah, it happened.
It's
Nothing
the
new under
same
the
It's
sun.
exact
gonna
thing
happen
that's
again.
happening.
Unless we learn from our
Yo,
mistakes.
in Genesis it said go and replenish. That means it was
It
plenished
was
at one
plenished.
time. I need you to replenish the earth.